DDG says dating a woman is supposed to be costly and believes you should. Let me take that again. DDG says dating a woman is supposed to be costly and believes you shouldn't date if you can't afford it. What?
I don't know. They just
I don't
never
think no girl should feel bad for not wanting to be with a that ain't getting no money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just didn't want to make someone feel weird.
No, it's like I don't know why people try to make that bad. If your pockets up, you should be with a girl anyway. Like
no facts.
Like, you ain't getting no money.
Yeah,
being with girls and being around girls supposed to be expensive. It's like, as a man, you're supposed to be able to pay for that. I wouldn't feel comfortable letting a girl pay for all my personally.
I think I don't know. They just
I don't think no girl should feel bad for not wanting to be with a that ain't getting no money.
Yeah.
All right. So from what this nigga just said, bro, what about the guys that are poor? See, this is the problem with niggas that speak all this shit, right? And shout out to DDG doing this shit, but that mindset, it only comes from people that have money. Do you see a person that doesn't have money saying shit like that? Do you know why they don't say shit like that? Because it's not realistic now, is it? Beyond it's not realistic. It doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you this. What are the odds that a woman that stuck with you when you didn't have money will leave you when you have money, as opposed to the odds that a woman that met you when you had money will leave you when you don't have money, when you lost the money? You know what I'm saying? A woman that met you when you didn't have money and then you get money, will she leave you or will she stick with you? As opposed to a woman that met you when you had money and you lost the money. Because don't forget, money is not like, I understand that these rich folks, you know, they forget. Some of them were born with money, but some of them worked hard and grinded and got to that point. And that's what I be saying. Sometimes that hurt and pain from having to work and believe in yourself to get there all on your own, you know what I'm saying, makes people so bitter, and so where they then feel like that money is everything. They, you know, they lose their values or they mind onto how they got to that point. You know what I'm saying? They had to become something where, you know, money is everything to them. Money is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Money first before values. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck is he talking about? Like, money should never be at all a factor in love or in dating or in trying to find a relationship, like at all, because it's not even a thing you can guarantee that you can keep. Like it doesn't even make sense why you would, you know, and you know, as I said, if okay, let's assume only men that have money could, you know, date. So then all the women in the world should only date men with money. Then all the men that don't have money should just die off. Okay, then what happens when their genetics or their seeds or their genetics don't pass on, and only the rich people's genetics pass on? Then how? See what I'm saying? There's always got to be balance. There's got to be rich. There's got to be the poor. There's got to be male. There's got to be female. You know what I'm saying? If everybody was male, everybody was female, that it wouldn't make no sense. And if we only gave respect to the men and not the women, clearly that's how life was before. And now it's, you know, balanced out or whatever it is. It will be off balance. Respect got to be given to both sides, irrespective of, or, you know, or regardless of, you know what I'm saying, what gender or what, you know, what side of life you on, rich, poor, all that. So love is the same thing. Same, like these values, respect, love, sadness, like these emotions are things that you're supposed to feel regardless of what, you know, what gender, what, you know, regardless of what situation you are, regardless of whatever you are, you're supposed to feel those emotions, all the emotions in the world. So you should not supposed to feel love. You shouldn't feel love because you don't have the money to feel love. Is that what bruh's saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't afford love. A woman should not be in a man because he can. But I think any woman at all, this is a fact, period, point blank. Not just a woman, even men. Anybody that wants to be with you for your material, for what you possess, rather than who you are, as in your personality, they want to be. No matter, this is my honest belief. Once that factor of what you possess comes into the like the equation for them to decide if they want to fuck with you or not, they're not real. Oh, should I say that connection is not real? That's my belief. Because those things that you possess, you could lose. You don't own it. None of us own anything in this life, bruh. Like I think people, that's what I'm saying, people that get rich, they seem to forget that it's one of the richest men or billionaires said it's luck. A lot of people grind in this world, but a lot of people work harder a lot of people working harder than this nigga. Like, I can show him a lot of people, thousands, millions, but he was fortunate. The stars, his destiny is just that he got that. There are a lot of people that work really physical work, even smart work. A lot of people work really hard, but in this life, everybody that's smart can't be rich. That's another thing that people seem to forget. Like, this life is not that. It's not like that. Everybody that's smart can't be rich. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's strong, you know what I'm saying, can't. I don't know. Everybody that's strong can't do certain. You get what I'm trying to say though. Like, just because you're this way, or well, everybody that's strong is in the bodybuilder. Let me put it that way. Everybody that's strong is in lifting weights. Some people never even know they're strong because they're never put in that situation. Like, life is not it's not like that, bro. Like, that's why this whole thing of people talking about, like, you know, once a woman mentions anything about money to me, instantly it's a turnoff. And mind you, they can have their preference. That's cool. But once you mention anything money to me, bro, like, man, if you can't take care of me, if you can't none of that stuff, it's like, bro, the man should not be taking care of you anyway if you can't take care of yourself. This is not back in that day. That, like, and all those people that still keep thinking, yeah, there's traditional stuff, and that's cool. If you're traditional, deal with your traditional, stick to that. But be traditional. Don't be trying to hybridize this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because that hybridized shit that's a modern shit. You know what I mean? You trying to be modern, be modern. If you're trying to be traditional. Don't try to hybridize. Because what's we see these days is a lot of women especially try to hybridize this shit. They want to work, and yet, they want to work, which is making money, and they still want man to take care of you. So what, how much money, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how much money do you need? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't use your own money that you were using to take care of yourself before I met you to keep taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I use my money to take care of myself, and then occasionally we use our money to take care of ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's like, the thing is just, if you're traditional, stick to traditional. If you want to be, you know what I'm saying, modern, be modern. Don't try to mix both. That shit don't make no sense. And some men still be falling for that shit, and then they get hurt when the relationship don't work, right? And they're like, "Man, she used me for my money." No, she didn't use you for her money. Your dumb ass just, you just, like, you know what I'm saying? You want to be traditional and modern at the same time. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. There's only so much resources in the world, bro. You want to keep giving that shit out just to give it? That's your business. That's cool. Just don't cry about it later. That's my whole thing. If you're gonna do something, just don't cry about it later. So this is your idea. Personally, I think is bullshit.
I just didn't want to make someone feel weird.
No, it's like, I don't know why people try to make that bad. If your pockets up, you should be with a girl anyway. Like,
no facts.
Like, you ain't getting no money.
Date,
like being with girls and being around girls is supposed to be expensive. It's like, as a man, you're supposed to be able to pay for that. I wouldn't feel comfortable letting a girl pay for all my personally.
I don't know. They just
I don't think no girl should feel bad for not wanting to be with a that ain't getting no money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just didn't want to make someone feel weird.
No, it's like, I don't know why people try to make that bad.
See, I'm not to throw no shots at bro, but let's use him for example. He was with a woman that made money. How did that turn out? If that's such the key, right? If that's such the basic, right? It makes, that's the. You were with a lady that made money. You had a kid. You thought it was gonna be great. This is what I be talking about. That whole shit, right? You think it was gonna be great. It was gonna be, but then you had, whatever, and the shit didn't work out. And if you tell him he's going, if I said this to him, he's gonna be like, man, there were other factors. Yes, nigga, there's always gonna be other factors. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why you can say this is because both of y'all had money. Y'all could do, bro. What about people that don't have money? So they should, you know what I'm saying? That's what I keep saying. Like, the logic, and I don't know if he's doing this, if he's trolling, he's doing this shit just to trend, because that logic is so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, it's just so dumb. I don't know if it's because the nigga, because realistically, like, this nigga doesn't know how spoiled he is. What I mean by spoiled, he might have gone through hardship, you know what I'm saying? Like, gone through hardship in his life, real shit, grown up tough and all that. But still, compared to other people in a third world country, this nigga still wasn't suffering. No matter what he was going through here, if he had gone through that shit in a third world country, you'd have seen the, you know what I'm saying? So, like, some people forget, like, there's always better, like, there's always worse and there's always better. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying to me is just coming from a sense, a position of pride, like a very much non-empathetic position. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't date if you don't have money. Women shouldn't date. You know, a man shouldn't date a woman if he doesn't have money. What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Should just be talking, bruh.
Almighty push.
Person when no person of the person say them tell her. If that person show you person no get shelter. Ignore all the persons cause them lessons no fit help her. He get certain persons with it knock her up.